and how we got to balance. I also tell the story of devolution as a chapter and the tension between the Council of Governors and everyone else, including the executive and the two houses of parliament. My friend Isaac RUTO, Mr. Speaker, was to be here today. I invited him. He's on his way coming because he's very central in this book. He was part and parcel of the struggle. He helped us pin together the URP Constitution. Many nights we sat with him at the family biblica along State House Road. And of course, the famous ile pesa bado inalete shida hata hapa ukimuuliza Mheshimiwa Rigiji. Still, the Senate, the National Assembly, and the county governors are still grappling with the same issue of ile pesa. But we are working on it, baking a bigger cake to make sure that we have enough for the counties, and the counties make enough to sustain themselves. It's not easy, but we are on course. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am sure many people do not know what we had to go through to pass laws. My opposition colleagues, the Honorable John Bandi, the Honorable Opio Wandai, were to be with me here today, but because of the political inhygiene in our country, they asked me to pass their message, and that they cannot be here, and they have sent their apologies. But they know the secrets, and I have shared those in the book so that future leaders know how to apply the game to win for the people of Kenya. Sometimes we have to push through necessary laws to make sure we kept our country safe, to make our economy friendly for domestic and foreign investment, and to make sure Kenya got the best deal. The record speaks for itself. Whenever there was legislative overreach, the other arms of government, such as the judiciary and the executive, did their job. It's the beauty of our Constitution. As a leader of majority in the National Assembly, you do a lot of work. You are the leader of government business. And at the same time, you're also a parliamentarian with a constituency. You have to know how to work with the cabinet secretaries, with the fellow MPs, and with the public. You automatically become the face of parliament. Do you guys remember when those activists and civil society fellows brought bloody pigs to parliament buildings and labeled the names of leaders, myself, the late Jacoyo Midio, the late Francis Nyenze, and many others? We have seen it all. I've had people attacking some of us who were in the last government for approving the debt ceiling under the Jubilee administration. The borrowing came from good place. We wanted to invest as we baked a bigger cake. But instead, people minted the money, changed the scope of the projects, and began diverting attention when we complained about the wanton corruption in the last 5 years of the previous administration. But seriously, how do you build a railway that ends in a thicket? Move business from Mombasa, a thriving port in the East Africa, to a bush. I know they say, build and they will come. But you don't need to kill the economy in one corner of the country for it to grow in another corner. Our development has to be inclusive, and I think we ought to have done better with the taxpayers' money. Thankfully, President RUTO corrected that policy mistake immediately he took over and took the port business back to Mombasa. There are many more that we are correcting, and we believe we will fix the economy and make it work for everyone. On the debt matter, we decided, because we are in a hole, we will not stop, we will stop digging. And as the President and his deputy have said many times, we have everything to make sure that we cut down on the borrowing, raise more funds, and rebuild